Hello everybody and welcome to a breakdown of Catastrophic VIP. I was going to do the original, but the original just isn't that good, I guess. Let's see if I'm just recording. Alright, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to break everything down. The ups, the melodies, the drums, the rewinds, the crashes, all the dubstep. I just want to say that all of this isn't my own work. I got it off, I'll show you how to find it. You go into open, and then if you go into remix perform, no, sorry, where is it? It's in Cool Snow? Where is it? It's called, let me just find it. It's like in the, I can't remember where it is. It's, fuck. It's somewhere. It's like called, where is it? Oh, alright, it's this song. Seamless Bass Antics. I got this song and I've modified it to be my song. So that's the actual song, and I've taken everything apart, put it back together. As you can see, the arps are modified and everything. So it's not all my own work, but you know, the as you can see, it comes up with that mainly because I didn't take it. I made my own bass, I made the own melodies, I made all the drums, I made all the crashes. Most of the melodies I had to modify. I went to the wrong one as well. Sorry, I'm not doing the VIP, I'm doing the normal one. Don't know why I keep doing that. Yeah, so lots of it is my own, but lots of it isn't. Like all the bass is my own. The arps have been modified, the melodies, the crashes, the drums. The only thing that hasn't been modified is the dubstep. Like in it, it's heavy dubstep, but this is like, I don't know, it's soft. But anyway, let's break this down. As you can see, from that other one, whatever that was, Bass Antics, it's kind of all scattered, so I'm just going to double click them, and it's going to go into them. So I'll show you. So at the start you have the hat, and I'll just solo it. There we go. It sounds like this, which is just a normal hat, 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 hat. It's easy. See? It's just a hat and a ride. That's all it is. And then it goes into the snare drum. It's actually a snare, kick, a hat, and a snare, as you can see. So it has your kick, hat, snare, and ride, and it gives it a little like tinging effect, and it sounds really nice because it's all together. So as you can see, the ride makes it sound a lot echoey, and I really enjoy that with making drums. The second one is just a bit faster. You know, it just gets faster and faster. Just kind of messing around with them. Whoops. So yeah. And yeah, you get the idea. 5 is just all of them. Anyway. So that's that. I guess I'll show you how I did the crash. So, I actually got the crash from, this is FL Studio 12, 11. I don't know, the newest one. But pretty much, if you go into here, there's, like, you can go into instruments, and somewhere there's a crash. It's BA crash and then BA kick. If you put BA crash and BA kick together and time it, so the kick happens at the very, very start for just a slight amount of time, the crash drains out, it sounds really nice, and it sounds like a really good crash, as you can hear. And it just kind of fades out. The rewind is just that, it's just being rewinded without the kick, because the kick at the start would just sound stupid, so it's just rewinded. In the rewind, you have to change the out. The out is usually like, is it the out or the in? I can't remember. I think, yeah, it's the in. The in is usually like, I don't know, it's something. But I've modified that, and I've you know, just kind of messed around with it and got it sounding. I'm just going to reopen it so it sounds proper. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what the crash is. And it works pretty well. I have the crashes linked to when the music changes. So when the ups finish, the crash happens and then the second melody kicks in. That's how it goes throughout the whole song, as you can hear. Or when the dubstep ends or dubstep starts, there's a crash. The melodies are pretty simple. It's just a short little, little thing. I've modified it and made it a bit longer. It sounds pretty nice. I do like it. And it's the same with the melodies in that it's just the same. Blah blah blah. You've heard it in the song. Anyway, other than that, the melody is the exact same as the up is the exact same as the melodies, only the melodies have a different kind of sound to it, so it's a... And then when you're playing the second melody, it's a lower song. So instead of playing it at... I think it's playing it at C5? No. It'd be playing it at... I think it plays at D7 and A7. I'm pretty sure. Is it? Oh, G7 and C6. So it starts off there and then ranges. The bass line, if you don't have low frequency headphones, you won't be able to hear this, but the bass line is very, very, I'm going to say, just bassy, I guess. If you can hear this, you'll be able to hear bass, but if not, it's just really low bass. That's pretty much the whole bass throughout the whole song, as you can see. That's the whole bass. It works really well. That's pretty much it. The all the dubstep drops, as you can see, I went through all the dubstep drops. I had like all the dubstep noises, and I had them all laid out, and I chose 4 from them to do the first one. So we have a E8, which is a... E8's not bad, it's just a carrier. That's all that is, and then I've laid it out. A D4, which is that. Honestly, I wouldn't know. It's all in the same thing, I just don't know how they did it. I've just kind of modified it and put it together and stuff like that. So if you're going with me with the dubstep drops, I recommend downloading packs, because they are probably the best for dubstep drops. As you can see, I have a lot of packs here for all my different dubstep drops and shit like that. So yeah, it's pretty much the same, D5, and that's just laid out. That, blah 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 blah. When it comes down to the bridge, I've got the melody coming out, and it sounds really well. I just forgot to say, this in here, if I didn't have any talking or anything, it's good to have this, because it's kind of like a suspense drop, I like to call it. I don't know what the actual name is, but, it's suspenseful, and it just warms up. So, the melody effect from here, it warms up, and then it just drops, as you can hear. Yeah, so it's just a drop. The bridge wasn't that hard, it was just all the snare drums and everything. It's a really simple song, believe it or not. It's like, with a launch pad you could do this, but it, just the snares and the melodies and all that, it's so easy. The second drop, I was going to make it slower. That's what I did in the VIP. And the VIP really didn't turn out what I wanted it to be. This was going to be the VIP, but then I found out that the normal song is just, it just sucks so much. So, I changed this to the normal song instead of the VIP, and it was a good call. I really like this song. I use it for all my outros now. So yeah, it's just the crash and the, you know, dubstep that I've borrowed of someone. You know, that just laid out. Let me just solo that. You know, it sounds like, and then with the actual noise itself, you won't be able to hear it. You know, A1 is just a simple, you know, it sounds weird, but as I say again, the weirdest noises make the best dubstep. You put it along with arps and melodies and drums and all that, it sounds amazing. Just listen to it. It just sounds really good. As you can see, I've like overlapped it a bit. I can zoom in as far as you can, and as you can see, I've kind of overlapped it, so I've left a little bit, not even a little bit, I've tried to cramp it as much as I can, just to sound so it all goes together, and that turned out really well. It gave a nice juicy sound, you know. And then I did it the same with the second growl, and that sounds pretty good. I mean, you know. Again, by itself, it doesn't sound that good. But you know, with your melody, your bass, and the arp and everything, it sounds amazing. B4 is nice. I really like this. It's just that, and you've just got that overlapping. Honestly, the overlapping sound is one of the best sounds, I reckon. And then the C6, which is here, is just a growl, and that overlapped is just the best sound. And in dubstep, I reckon overlapping sounds are the best. That's all that is, and then you play it with music and it sounds awesome. And then yeah, it drains out, goes to the end, takes out in the ARP, and goes into a crash, a rewind, a crash, and then stops with the melody. I want to show you, where is it? I don't have it in this one. What's the one I have it in? Is it the normal one? The VIP? Alright, in the VIP I have all my melody in one thing here. Now this might look confusing, but all it is the melody in 3 different slots. So it's running at like, where's piano roll? There. Well, I could do that, or that. So yeah, it's running on an E7, E6, E5, E4, E3. That's what it's running at. And together it produces a sound. I would have put it all separate, but it would have been too, like, you know, it would have looked really messy. I reckon this looks clean, especially in the song. Like, if you look at it in the song, it doesn't look as messy, but it does look very high-tech. Honestly, the sound that you get from this is probably one of the best for melody wise. Overlapping your main beat, like your main melody kind of thing, and then having like the same thing just at a lower spectrum in the scales is really nice. Like altogether it sounds good like this. But again, without your drums, without your dubstep, it just sounds wrong. Like, watch. As you can see, I've changed the, in the VI page, I changed the crash to a noise punch. The noise punch is just a simple, you know. Honestly, doesn't really matter. It sounds really, distorted, but you know, I kind of wanted that distortion sound. In the VIP it's got different bass, as you can see, two different basses. This one, which is your original bass, and then you've got, alright, this bass is very simple. It just goes up and then down and then up again, and the first up just goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, while the third one works on just every second one. As you can see, it does here and here, misses this one and goes straight to the black again. Doing that kind of just, I reckon it adds, just listen to the bass. You know, it goes up and then comes back down. When you're putting it to dubstep, it doesn't sound as good as you may think, because you can't really hear it over, you know, noises and all that. But when you're listening to it by itself, it sounds pretty good. The bridge here starts off as a crash and then up in the melody. It goes down to the two melodies, the one melody and bass, and goes up to the up again. The up in this is really weird. So I got the normal up and, you know, the normal melodies and stuff, and I cut out the bottom, and then halfway into it, at this point onwards, right here, I spaced them out, and for going up it kind of sounds weird, like it just doesn't sound right, but if you listen to it with beat and all that, it sounds pretty good. Like, just the top of it sounds really nice. You know, that with music sounds like this. And then to get the same effect, I did it with the melodies. The melody 1 and 2, I switched out and made it a 5 and a 4 melody. So the 5 is the up, and the 4 is melody 2 and 1 with the tops cut off, in one melody. And even with this sound, it sounds really nice. You know, and then that goes up into the drop. The drop isn't that good. Pretty much all this drop was is just taking this and halving it. That's all I did. As you can see, melody 4 is the same here, with the bass being the second bass, and then it goes into fast and crashes out into its beats. I could go into more depth, but there really isn't anything to say other than the up, the melody, the bass, the drums, and the crash are all pretty much just, you know, easy kind of things to make, but the dubstep drops are really hard. I don't even know what this is. It's been renamed and stuff. I think it's on I don't know really what it's on, but it's on something. Anyway, it's not really my own stuff. I borrowed it from a different song. It's kind of like sampling. You just get samples from a different song and use that. It's just what I did, and it came out pretty well. I have to say that the first song is a lot better, with the second drop being kind of the same but a bit different than the first one. That's about it. Other than that, I can't really say anything. So yeah, see ya.